Hey everyone, we're coming to you live from TC18 in Data Village, and we're just so glad that you've joined us virtually. I'm really excited to be with our Devs on Stage panel. Obviously rock stars, you saw the Twitter conversation, it was blowing up. So we have some real celebrities with us, data rock stars if you will. And so just to get started today, we're going to talk a little bit about the cool features coming out that you guys just heard about, and just your experience doing that, because we all know it's not easy to get on stage and just be awesome. So, first, some quick introductions from each of you. If you could just say your name, how long you've been at Tableau, what you do, and then what you presented today.
So my name's Amanda. I've been at Tableau for 6 years and a little bit, and today I presented about our dashboarding, so maps and transparency and buttons, and the ever-popular export to PowerPoint.
So my name's Denny, and I'm a dev on the visualization team, and so today I was showing off some analytics features, and so 3 in particular. We have new and improved sorting, so you can actually now sort in 2D, which is pretty cool. And and then 2 different analytics actions so that you can make Tableau 1,000 times more interactive than it was before.
Cool. And I'm Keisha. I'm on the developer platform team. And today I showed some new things happening in extensions and our brand new API, Webhooks.
Awesome, you guys. So before we get into all that fun stuff, I want to just quickly ask you, let's talk about TC Conference for a little bit and talk about how many conferences you've been to. This is my first, so I'm really excited to be here. But let's talk about how many you've been to.
I've been to 7.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. And what has been your experience here? What's been your favorite part so far at this conference?
Oh gosh, I really love Devs on Stage, and we've been spending so much time prepping for that. But it's really the down moments when I can just hang out with the customers and get to know them a little bit better and see what they're working on and what they use Tableau for.
Yeah. How about you, Jenny?
Yeah, so this is my 4th, the favorite moment, I guess I'm kind of split, right? Because we've been working on Devs on Stage a ton, but I got to see the keynote, and it was awesome to see the people respond to stuff, and just people get really excited, which is great. But then also just you sit down, or you're getting food, or you're just talking to people and customers, and they're really excited, and we're really excited, and so it's really a great vibe.
Of course. Yeah.
I've been here as my 4th time. I think my favorite thing, especially being on a team where we work with developers a lot, is to see my partners in action at their booth, get to meet a lot of people in person for the first time, which is also fun. So yeah, just hanging out here in Data Village and seeing what they're up to.
Yeah, I feel like this is the best place to make a lot of connections, really unexpected moments. We make connections, and it's great that we get to interact with our customers like that. So let's talk about Devs on Stage. You guys mentioned, all these people cheering, because the natural celebrities, the natural born celebrities that you are. But let's talk about what it takes to get to that point. You mentioned some prep time. How much prep time?
So we have been prepping for Devs on Stage for 2-3 months.
Yeah, close to that.
You didn't just wake up and you were able to do that presentation today, no practice.
Well, I'm naturally amazing.
I already knew that.
But no, it really takes a lot of work because we're developers. We spend all of our time working on the product. We don't spend all of our time practicing to present. And then we do this. And so it's tons of practice and tons of rehearsal. And we even have a speaker coach come in and tell us to smile more.
Yeah, was it hard to smile more? Was that
my cheeks hurt.
I can imagine. That would be a little, I feel but obviously with all those people giving you that validation, I feel like maybe the smile just comes out naturally.
I love it when people love me.
Yes. How about you, Jenny?
It was a ton of work, and you want to show people all these cool things, but you kind of have to refine it because we only have a limited amount of time.
Yeah.
And we want to make sure that the message is clear. And so, when you just wake up one morning and start writing stuff down, that's not necessarily as clear and concise as you can be. So the script gets a lot of love.
Yeah.
The presentation gets love. The actual data sets and the actual biz that's going to show it off gets love.
Yeah.
And and at the end of the day, it's live, right? It's actually Tableau right there.
Right.
So
no pressure whatsoever.
So no pressure whatsoever, because this is actually like a real usage, right? It's not like we film it or something.
Exactly.
So so there's just a lot of work in just making sure that we actually deliver a good show.
Yeah, definitely. I can totally agree with you guys, because we would see each other a lot during the week. Many hours of rehearsal. And my script got switched around quite a bit, but just kind of work through it and kind of figure out what works best to show off the features.
Yeah.
Because it's like, we know they're awesome, because we've been working with them for months on end, and it's like, how do we show that this feature is super cool within like 7 minutes?
Yeah.
You know?
Just 7 minutes to do
Yeah,
it.
like what is the best way to just show off like what makes this feature amazing?
Yeah. And what did that transformation feel like? Like, do you feel like you went from 0 to 100 from the beginning of prep to today, this morning?
Oh man.
Or maybe you started at 100. I don't know. I'm trying to get a... I feel like everybody saw you at your very best.
Yeah.
I'm trying to, give them a little bit of insight into
There were moments when, at least me, I don't know about you guys, we were like, is this going to come together? Is it going to happen? And then there's that one key moment when it's like, yes, we have it. It's locked in.
Yes.
Like, we got it. This is it. And then from there, you're just like amped to just do it.
That's awesome. So when you got, right before you went on stage, were you feeling excited or were you feeling really nervous? Like, what was that feeling inside right before you got up there?
Both.
Healthy.
For sure.
I was super calm.
Okay, good.
And then Andrew started talking, and the Zen Masters went on. And as they were walking on, suddenly I just got that rush of adrenaline.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, this is my moment.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's gotta drive you through the whole thing.
It does. And thankfully I went first.
Yes.
So I made it easier for everyone when I made mistakes.
You were the scapegoat. Yeah, a little bit. That's awesome. So you talked a lot about new features in the product, and so I just kind of wanted to ask you about what it's like to live demo, because it's not just like you're doing it on stage. You're like making it happen in front of people and testing it out in front of people. What is that like?
The product is the most reliable part of the whole process.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's honestly really good to hear.
That's only speaking for myself.
Yeah.
Only speaking for myself. And I'm like, I gotta click that button, and then, I got it, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that's just part of the practicing part.
For sure.
Yeah, well, and for sure, if people are wondering if it's live, it's super live.
Yeah.
I was supposed to click on something today, as you saw, and I missed my mark twice and zoomed way into the map, not where I needed to be.
Great.
And thankfully, we have the best customers, and they were with me, and I could feel the vibes of you got this, girl. And I was able to click where I needed to click, and just get back to where we needed to be. But I'm so thankful that the customers are there, but it really just demonstrates how live this is, right? If this were filmed. Let me just mess up so you guys think we're doing the right thing.
No, that's great.
Yeah.
What feature were you most excited to talk about?
Oh, to talk about? I mean, I think webhooks are actually really cool. It's just that it's one of those features where you have to teach a little bit first.
Yeah.
And I think at first webhooks for online and server? What is this? And then they're like, oh,
yes,
this is kind of cool. And the last moment when the Slack image finally popped up, I was like, yes, they get it. Yes. It was the best moment when I was like, oh my god.
I love that.
It was great.
Wow. What about you guys? Your favorite to demo?
Favorite to demo? I don't know. What was your favorite to demo?
Well, so I thought that my favorite thing. I thought it was going to be the button. The button seems small, but I know how impactful it is.
Yeah.
But then when I was up there and I showed transparency, and before I even showed it, the crowd went insane. They lost their damn mind. It was so fantastic.
Yeah.
It was great. And then that's my new favorite feature.
I like that the crowd changed it around for you.
The button is super important and it adds so much value.
Yeah.
But just seeing everybody's reaction.
Yeah. Were there any unexpected moments for you? For the crowd's reactions?
What was the crowd's? To be fair, they were given a lot of love on a lot of the stuff.
Yes.
One of the features that I showed is set actions.
Okay.
And that's been out, and some beta users have seen it, and so it's been all over like Twitter, and people have been showing things.
Yes.
And they've already been loving it and giving it all kinds of love. In fact, we have a talk coming up here at the conference that goes over some of those actions.
Okay.
And so it was great when you show it live and they get it and they respond, and then like there's this whole like energy going back and forth. So. Yeah, I love all the features. I don't know. It's pretty
all of them equally. But you had a couple of location shout-outs.
Yeah. The UK and Utah were both like well represented in the audience.
I was surprised that somebody wooed for Utah.
Yeah.
I love Utah. I didn't expect a woo.
Yeah, no, they were fully represented. It was great. It was good to see.
You know, there's a first for everything, and I think it's really fair that Utah got some love today at
Totally.
TC18. So I think something that's really important that we need to talk about right now. I know you guys are waiting for this, but Amanda's got some really impressive footwear, and I think, and I'm honestly jealous. Like I feel like my shoes are really boring now. Because you've got the most impressive footwear. Let's talk about that. Why choose that?
Well,
why impress us with those?
they are something, aren't they?
They are.
So as you heard,
Yes,
I'm really into Sasquatch.
that's fair.
And while we were working on our TC scripts and everything, I mentioned it, and Denny brought these for me.
Oh, so it was a gift.
So, I just thought this is the best thing to wear after I've confessed my secret to the world.
Yeah.
And they're so cozy. There's no arch support. I would not recommend them for a conference.
Not good for
they're
this.
fun for now.
Convention center.
Not good for backpacking.
Definitely don't wear them backpacking. But they're lovely. They're super warm. So, if you're cold.
So those are the right shoes.
For sure.
Okay, so let's dig into these features a little bit more. So I'd love to talk about the parameter actions and the set actions. Can you just tell us a little bit about what inspired it? And just give us an overview of the capabilities.
Yeah, so parameters and sets in particular are two of these sort of like building blocks that you can use to do analytics in Tableau. So you can like capture bits of data with them.
Okay.
And so they've been around for a long time, and they're super powerful, and it's actually amazing what our customers have done with them.
Mm-hmm.
And so it actually started with a hackathon about a year and a half ago, and parameters were made dynamic so that you could actually sort of set that parameter value from the data itself instead of sort of typing it in some part of the GUI or setting it somehow. You could actually say, I want the value from that mark.
Yeah.
That one and that one, that one. You can click on it. And so, but of course, when you do that, you're still driving all those calculations. And so that was really the kind of inspiration, is to say, instead of setting the value from like a drop down or typing it in, you can point to an interesting mark. And like, here's the data outlier, or here's the state that I'm from, or you can use the viz to drive it. And then set actions is exactly the same way, except that it can hold multiple values. So you can say, hey, I want to like do some analysis, but I only want to do it over this set of items, or people, less than this age, or greater than this height, or whatever.
Yeah.
And so so really the big vision is just to take all that analytic machinery and make it directly interactive from the viz.
That's awesome. And talk a little bit about the inspiration for this feature.
Wow. So the inspiration originally, like I said, it came from a hackathon.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so for those who don't know, at Tableau we have a hackathon, which means that everybody on the dev team takes a week, twice a year, and goes and does some work that's somehow relevant to Tableau. And some people change the code. Some people go and dream up new user interfaces. There's all kinds of things. Some people do art, and it's fantastic.
That's really cool.
And so this hackathon, this parameter action came out of that, and then that parameter action sort of, people liked it, and it showed its value, and then that sort of turned eventually also into the sets action, and so it worked out very well.
That's amazing. And then we had something really cool to present today.
Yeah, so it was great. It was great.
All thanks to Hackathon. And Keisha, I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about the developer features that you presented this morning. So just give us a little overview on each of them.
Sure thing. So We've had some new improvements to our extensions API. There's also a couple new extensions in the gallery. And then webhooks, I'm super excited about. I think it's really interesting when we get to do features that really just let other people be creative.
Yeah.
You know, I can say, okay, here are these 2 platforms, and now you're like free to do anything you want with them.
Yeah.
We just showed a couple examples, but I was talking to someone earlier and saying, you can also like actually have a webhook trigger a real life object. So let's say your extract refresh does fail. Maybe a light turns red. Like, there's so many things you could do with it. It's really just like showing you the possibilities. It's not even the feature itself. It's just opening a new door in a platform. Just really cool.
That is awesome. That is awesome. And you ran a hackathon on Monday.
We did. Yeah, they got a sneak peek of those webhooks too, so they got to hack on it a little bit beforehand. And they had some amazing things come out of it from just one day. I was really impressed.
That's cool.
It's only a few hours, like a couple hours, and next thing you know, it's like, wow, this is really amazing.
Yeah.
Like, can I get that? Why did you do that? It's really cool to see.
Yeah, that's really cool. So, besides Sasquatch, Amanda, you talked about a lot of stuff about making maps more powerful.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so let's talk about that.
So we've got new map styles and new map layers that are coming soon. Vector tile maps, as you heard, they're just more responsive and faster and more fluid, and it's just beautiful.
Yeah.
And the topographic features are just, it's so neat.
Yeah.
And the satellite imagery, it just pops. It's great. Like, I zoomed in on my hometown just to see what it looked like.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
I saw a lot of people on Twitter losing it for the maps.
it's great. They're really neat.
If you all were gonna guess, which features they were most excited about, just based on like maybe audible gasp or reaction, what would you think? What do you think?
I think PowerPoint and the maps.
Yeah.
Those 2 things seem to be really what people wanted out of my section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. What about you, Denny?
Yeah. Oh, and overall or
Let's do
individual
both.
section?
Let's do both. What do you think overall?
Overall, it might be PowerPoint.
Yeah.
There's a lot of love for that. In fact, at the last, so we're giving a talk actually on hackathons.
Yeah.
And at last year's hackathon talk, the PowerPoint hack won like the best one. The people all voted for that, and so it was pretty exciting to actually be able to deliver this year.
Yeah. Were you guys expecting to get that reaction for the PowerPoint?
We knew we've had a lot of requests in the customer forums, and we love giving the customers what they tell us that they want.
Yes.
And so it was great to be able to give them what they want.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were kind of aware that there was going to be some love.
Yes.
But you never know exactly what people are going to just love so much. So
For sure.
yeah.
And then, Keisha, what do you think?
Oh, goodness. I think, honestly, just because I've been wanting it for years, it's definitely parameter and set actions. Like,
Those are awesome.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I wish we could spend like an hour just showing all the cool things you can do with it. It's absolutely my favorite, hands down.
I love that like drill in place thing that Denny showed with parameter actions. They're just so powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's got to feel good to present what you've been working on and get that love back.
Yeah.
And you mentioned before that, before we started talking here, that finally you get to talk to people about what you actually do.
Yes.
Because these are secrets.
It's true. I've had to like keep a lid on some of the stuff I've demoed today. Yeah.
Well, the secret's out now. So let's talk about. Let's talk a little bit more about this prep time from before to now. You were talking about having a speaker coach. I've never worked with a speaker coach. I don't even know what that would be like.
So imagine a director, because that's what he is.
Yeah.
Who also tells you, your accent's weird.
Oh no. Seems like something that would be hard to control.
You need to pronounce the T on dirt, because I say it dirt apparently.
Yeah.
So I have one line in my talk. 2 of my favorite things are data and dirt.
Okay.
But I apparently say data and dirt. I don't know.
Did you know that about yourself before this?
No idea. So he works with us on things like that, but also talk louder, vary your voice more.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. How about you guys? What do you talk with you about?
So apparently I eat the ends of my sentences.
Oh yeah, that's a problem.
So, and it's funny because you walk in, like, we hadn't even met him, right? So, walk in and he's like, hi. You know, and I'm like, hi, I'm Denny, and I'm a developer. He's like, you're what? I'm a developer. You're a developer. He's like, wow, like didn't even wait for me to get up and present material. And like we've known each other for about 14 seconds, and you're like crushing it already. And so yeah, but no, it's great. And so when we're up there, you know, you're very aware that it's like it's 17,000 people and Richard.
Don't disappoint Richard.
I can't look at him because I'm just like, you're too distracting. Either he is making the hand motions like I expect him to, or he's not, and both are distracting.
He does this thing to mimic the rhythm that he wants us to speak in, and so it like as we're talking to him, he'll be sitting in the back of the room, just kind of pounding on the table, and you get used to it.
Totally.
And then he stops, and you're like,
wait, I need
did
that.
I do that wrong? You're my metronome. Bring that back, please. Yeah, Richard is fantastic.
He's amazing.
Absolutely.
He's amazing.
Yeah, so much love from us to him, but also from him to us. And it's just it's like all of the little chicklings we've all hatched.
Do you feel like you're going to be very conscious about the way you speak probably for the rest of your life?
I am right now.
Are you using those tricks and tips right now in this?
Right? I'm trying to slow down and not rush.
And varying my tone.
Right, yeah, exactly. Not be too excited. That was my feedback. It's like, you're too excited.
Yeah.
I need you to take it down a notch. Like, I don't think this turns off, Richard. I don't think this turns off. I'm just constantly, no, this is my motion. Bring it down.
Oh man, do you have any favorite memories from all the prep?
Oh gosh. You know,
I feel like we're gonna get
no.
Absolutely not. It was a horrible experience. You just block it from your mind. We'll never talk about it again.
Well, the thing that came to mind, yes.
Well, now you have to share it. I mean, I feel like you've given our virtual crowd something that they're going to hold on to.
You're in a room with a lot of people for a long time, and tensions are high, and sometimes you might swear at a C-level exec.
Sometimes you might, apparently.
And I hear that when that happens...
This happened to a friend of yours.
A friend of mine. I'm really saying this for a friend. She wanted me to share.
Okay, good.
It's a little bit mortifying.
Yeah, that would be horrible if it happened to you. But
Right. Yeah. Oof. Dodge that bullet.
That's really funny. How about you, Denny? Anything quite similar to what happened to Amanda's friend?
Anything that no. Turns out I didn't. No. That was a unique little snowflake.
Yeah.
But I would say that some of my favorite times were the first times that jokes would land when we would hear other people's speeches, and like you go off and you write your stuff and you come back and you write your stuff and whatever. And so like the first time people would like drop the joke about Sasquatch or drop the joke about whatever, and you're like, so that was pretty. And there were a couple times when we just had flat out like belly laughs and didn't see it coming, and just like Alex, one of the other devs on stage, just like dropped a couple lines, and it was fantastic. So those are some of my best memories. Yeah.
I love that.
I think that moment when my demo actually ran end to end with no problems.
Hey!
So yes! Finally! Best moment.
So you ran into some bumps along the way, is what you're saying?
Bumps, car wrecks, dumpster fires. But even out in the end.
There's a lot of technology and a lot of moving parts, especially in Keisha's. You have like 3-4 different things that aren't even Tableau.
Exactly, because a lot of my stuff is online. Yeah. So most of the demos you can have like just desktop showing or even like a local server running.
Yeah.
But all my stuff has to reach out to online services, and we're like, what happens if the internet goes down? I'm just gonna start dancing. So, like, put the music on. Just gonna break out and dance. That's all I can do.
I think everybody would enjoy that too, just as much, if not more.
We were all prepared to just be like backup dancers behind her. Like, we'll all get up off the couch like da-da-da-da-da. Yeah.
That's very so. You guys have a lot of support in one another, and I love that. I feel like this process must have made you a lot closer.
It really does.
Yes.
It really does. Yeah. I mean, there's not much to say about that. It does, right? Like, yeah, I've got a bunch of new friends that whose company I enjoy. And
Yeah, that's great. Have you had a lot of interactions with some of our customers here after your debut on stage?
it's been an hour.
I know, and I feel like people are so eager to get to you.
Definitely a few.
Yeah.
Definitely a few. We got a bunch of high fives when we were walking up the hallway.
Okay.
And ran into a few people here, and people just be like, I'm really excited about that. One person came up and was like, oh, set actions. And another person was like, oh, parameter actions. Finally. People have been using parameters forever, and now finally. So,
Yes.
yeah.
That's awesome.
I had one guy get on the stage afterwards and like give me a huge hug. He's like,
Nice.
my customers wanted this webhook for service now. They want it so bad. I was like, yes, success.
That's fantastic. That is so great, honestly. So yeah, let's see. What else can we chat about today? Anything else from Devs on Stage that's still sticking out to you right now that we haven't gotten to talk about? Or is it all just a haze?
There's a little bit of haze.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of haze. But when we were walking around backstage, one of the things that really struck me was just all the infrastructure. Like, we were kind of like the pointy end of the stick out there, right? Like, we were kind of immediately. But I mean, there's like all of these people back there, like all this like equipment infrastructure, and I mean, we rolled in at like 6 or 6:30 this morning, but like lights were on and the stage was set up and all these people were there doing their thing. Like it's really impressive, and we're just amazingly grateful.
Yeah.
that like this huge, it's like a movie production set back there or something.
Totally.
So yeah, that was really, really humbling, but also just super grateful for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the support of all of the tech crews. There's so like multiple tech crews are involved in this, and they're fantastic. They're great people. I needed a cough drop, and I asked somebody to get me a cough drop, and 20 minutes later I had a handful of cough drops, right? I don't know who I
That's
asked.
where you got those from.
Yes. I trust that they were cough drops.
They were great. Worked out great.
Whatever they were, perfect.
Just what I needed.
Got the job done.
No, it's true though. You ask, and they just work so hard to make you feel so much less stressed, right? Because if you could imagine, I need a cough drop. Where do I find a cough drop? I have to run to the do I have the cough drop? But they just appear. It's great. So I'm going to be really sad to no longer be a diva for a day.
Oh, man, this is your diva day. Well, I feel like you should have a diva week. Like, you should be able to carry this through. At least through the rest of TC, you're allowed to be a diva.
Okay.
I'm giving you that.
Can I get a cough drop?
Like, in just a moment. There's got to be someone around here that can come bring that to all of us. Can I join in on this divaness?
For sure.
I do think though we should give a shout out totally to our backups. So we had so each of us, we were like the primary speakers, but we had people backstage who like had our backs if like I don't know some like catastrophic technical accident happens. They can help out, but also like if one of us gets hit by a bus or whatever, like they had practiced the speech, they'd done the speech coaching, so they did a ton of the work, but they never actually even ended up on stage.
Yeah.
So they like. It's like when you're climbing up a rock face and somebody's like got your safety rope and like they were amazing.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I had no idea that actually was part of it.
Yeah, and this year it was really important because my family is having a problem, a situation, and we were concerned about my father's health.
Yeah.
And so I was concerned that I might have to leave just if his health took a turn. And my backup was just going to be pushed on stage in front of everyone.
Okay.
So he had to really make sure that he knew everything really well. And fortunately, my dad's doing well. So
good. I'm so happy to hear that.
Yeah, and also I got to be the diva.
Love that. Love that. So honestly, guys, thank you so much for chatting with me about devs on stage. I feel like I am with real life celebrities, and that's a good feeling. That's a good feeling, and I hope that you guys get to be divas for at least the rest of the week. But thank you all for joining us virtually. Definitely sign up for the latest release, 2019.1. I want to get it right so that. But there are a lot of exciting features, and if you couldn't make it to Devs on Stage, there's going to be a link to check it out below. So, yeah, thank you for joining us, and follow the conversation, #TC18. Yeah, thank you to all of our beautiful devs.
Thanks for having
us.
us.
Thank you.